You brought her to the Museum of Art. You told her this is Starry Night, and she said, "Oh, yo, low key, I might actually switch cameras because I have recording capabilities. I mean, I could just do Streamlabs, but I have recording capabilities on Streamlabs, so I might just do that. Um, I'll experiment with that next time, but I'll experiment with that next time. But Super Bowl Sunday is coming up. Don't get me wrong, I'm not excited for it. Um, but it's just not on my birthday this year, so that's why I'm a little up in the weather, or what's it called, up in emotions, I guess, for lack of a better term, because it's not on my birthday this year. Yeah, it's not on my birthday this year, so I got to have my birthday. I got to celebrate it on its own without having to worry about Super Bowl, sharing it with another bullshit uh event. But either way it goes, we are here. Episode 49. We are closing in on the 1 year mark. Personal congratulations are in order. I will be patting myself on the back. But either way it goes, welcome back to another episode of the Your Story Podcast with yours truly, Rodney J. Salter. We will be hearing for our sponsors today. Our sponsors for today are This Week on Twitter. So I got a cool little lineup. Korean media is the new wave. I got an anime recommendation that is just doing a Marza right now. I've even read the manga. It's so good. All right. Korean media is the new wave. A random internet question for today's week, well, obviously for today, but for this week, right? And then the first time for everything. That would being said, the first time I wrecked a car, not my car, but I wrecked a car. But either way it goes, if you are seeing this on YouTube, you already know what to do. But I'm not going to say what you need to do until I get you this week on Twitter. So, this week on Twitter was I just kind of had to go through, sift through some things. It was fun. It was a little bit of fun and funness on the internet, but it was, bro, with Twitter they say the same things, all right? It's either relationship issues, right? Towards the first of the month, they trying to get their rent paid, so it's always something about like, the niggas who don't spend money on you with this and that. Women who don't do this, it's always the same. Or it's either relationship, what's it called, black like culture, celebrities. It's some celebrity every week. I think this week it was Taylor Swift because the Super Bowl coming up. It's some celebrity every week. The Grammys just happened, so a whole bunch of stuff. Just that's a event in and of itself. But yeah, either way it goes. This week on Twitter, we have this one tweet that says, "Tell me a story about yourself that sounds like a lie, but is absolutely true." So, first story, right? Hold on, let me get this on my eye. All right, first story. On my third day in New York, the two towers fell. On the third day after visiting New Orleans, Katrina came. On the third day after leaving Nepal, the hotel was bombed by rebels. Okay, so whoever this dude is, firstly, stop traveling. How about you just chill? Cause it seems like three is my lucky number, but it seems like three is not your lucky number. Stay home. Stay home. Don't travel. And if you do, just make it 2 days. How about just a weekend travel? Across state lines or wherever you're from. Don't go nowhere. Don't co- you didn't already got New York whacked off. You got New Orleans whacked off with Katrina, and then you got Nepal whacked off with the rebel bombings. You're bad juju. Stay home. All right. I once brought a woman to orgasm in a museum in New York City. Um, what museum? Hmm? Because the way I see it, the only way you're bringing the only museum that's probably like acceptable would be MoMA. You brought her to the Museum of Art. You told her this is Starry Night, and she said, "You showed her. Oh, what's that one? The robot. What's that one? The robot that just is just constantly is scooping back oil in and of itself or into itself. You showed her that, and she absolutely lost it. Mona Lisa. That's at the Louvre, but that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Okay, next one. Grade 7. I needed parental permission to go to the corner store at recess. My dad gave me a note covering the whole year. But nope, since he printed off and signed 100 plus undated letters. I kept them in my cubby and filled in the date before recess. My principal wasn't impressed. Okay. That was a head scratcher. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, okay. So he just needed to give you a note covering the whole year, but this nigga signed 100 letters, and oh wow, nah. See, what I've learned about just some individuals is that if you don't give them clear instructions on how to complete a task, they will then concoct the most inefficient way to do it. Exhibit A. Exhibit A. I'm not reading all that. I once drove the George W. Bush pants on fire mobile rig to California. Overnight, someone sabotaged the trailer hitch, so the trailer with a 10-foot tall statue of lying Bush came off the hitch at 55 miles per hour in 3 lanes of rush hour traffic in the East Bay. No damages, no injuries. I don't even know what the which is George W. Bush the one that did the towers? Because you know jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams, or whatever that conspiracy theorist is, or conspiracy theory is. No, my arm and foot were cut off in a drunk driving crash, but reattached by a doctor who took a shot since it was my 31st birthday, and now I am the first double reattachment in my city. I also died twice on the side of the road, but was revived, obviously. Thursday will be 4 years. I don't know if you are lucky or unlucky. You gotta be some form of luck. You gotta be some form of luck. Cause you died twice. Right? That's what it said? Yeah. You died twice. Alright. You drunk got in a drunk driving crash, lost your arm and your foot. The doctor who was reattaching your stuff said, you know what? It's bro's birthday. Whiskey on me. And everybody in the room took a shot. I'm finding that doctor. I'm gonna be honest. I'm finding that doctor. I'm suing him. There's no way you're about to take it. You're about to perform a double reattachment, and you want to drink a fifth of Jack Daniels. Malpractice suit waiting to happen. And then last one for today. I turned 21 twice. I turned 21 in Vietnam, my last day of the war there. I got on an airplane, flew backwards across the international date line, and was 20 again. Some hours later, we landed at SeaTac Airport, and I was 21 again. Happy birthday to me. That's like that movie, 17 again, with Zac Efron. A little different, because you only were 21. you only turn 21 again, quote unquote, by like a time differential. Yeah, I guess it. Yeah, I guess technically it could. I guess technically it could pass. Anyways, with that being said, that has been This Week on Twitter, our first sponsor. Thank you for joining me for this new episode, episode 49. If you are seeing this on YouTube, do yourself a favor, like the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. I think YouTube has this thing where it glows up when the person says like the. Am I in the middle? Hell no, I'm not. When it says like the video, so if it glowed for you, ding. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell. Uploading Mondays. You know how it is. 30 to 45 minutes, just so you can get your quick lunch break podcast and then go right back to your life. I just want to take up a little bit of your time, then you go right back to your life. Again, Super Bowl Sunday. I'm gonna be honest, I don't care who's on the docket. From the 49ers to who's the other one? For San Francisco 49ers, I don't care. But I don't care. I don't care about Travis Kelce. Or is it Kelsey? I don't care about Patrick Mahomes. I don't care about no Brock Purdy, no CMC, none of them. But what I do care about is Usher. Yeah, Usher, baby. I just want to know, like, that lineup. So they've actually, by the time this comes out, it will have been, it'll be over and done with. But they actually confirmed Alicia Keys coming. So I'm already expecting. What is that? What is that one song they have? What is that one song that they have? It's My Boo. I'm expecting that. I'm expecting that either on the tail end of the performance or in the beginning. I'm not gonna sing it, but yeah, I'm not gonna sing it. But anyways, I'm expecting a lot. Somebody was like, I don't want to hear OMG, oh my God. Y'all, hey, I actually kind of love that song. I'm surprised they don't play it in the club more. Oh, 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 oh. You feel? I'm actually surprised they don't play that a lot more. Anyways, this is going to be a excellent. And it's in Las Vegas, so I'm pretty sure that's why they did it. They invited because he has a residency there. This is going to be great. Ursha, I'm expecting a lot. Don't steal nobody, girl. In the crowd, please. Don't do them like that. They already got you on the Boondocks, dog. They already got you on the Boondocks. They already was flaming you on Twitter for stealing Keke Palmer. Don't do it. Don't do it. But I'm expecting great things. But either way it goes, we're moving on into our next sponsor. I said it in the beginning. Korean media is the new wave, dog. It really is. Now, I'm on like K-drama and anime, but Korean media, the Korean media has it locked down. Music, gaming, anime, like TV shows, movies, they have it locked down. Squid Game was the biggest show on Netflix damn near all of quarantine. The biggest show. That and All of Us Are Dead with the zombie one? Bro, they have it locked down. BTS is the biggest boy band in the world. Who are we kidding right now? K-pop. There's another group of girls of K-pop like idols, girls. I don't know their name. They nobody really be talking about them, but I've seen them. Gorgeous young ladies, but I hear in K-pop, bro, they have your soul. I hear they have your soul. You get maybe like pennies compared to what the managers and agents get for the groups. But either way it goes, Korean media has it locked down. And with that being said, there's this one Korean anime that I know of. There could be more. This is just the one I know of because it's popping. Solo Leveling. All right. First episode is arms. So it follows the main character. What is bro's name? what is bro's name? Sung Woo, I think that's his name. Sung Woo. It follows him, right? I'm gonna just call him Sung. I'm just call him Woo. I'm gonna call him Woo. So it follows Woo, right? Who is a E-ranked hunter, bro. He trash. It's another trash individual. He's garbage. All right? He's the lowest of the low. But he, for whatever reason, he has the heart of a lion, bro, and the gall, the gumption, the audacity to try and fight alongside better hunters because he need that money because his mama's sick. So one day, right, he joins a party. It starts off, he joins a party. They're heading into a dungeon. And they're like, yo, you can just chill back, right? We gonna go ahead and not whack off these goblins and this stuff. Chill. So they enter the dungeon. First 10 minutes, bro gets stabbed up by a goblin. I mean, night dagger here to belly, to liver, stabbed up. So off rip, we're already like, oh yeah, you're not like this, bro. I thought you at least had hands. You're not like that. So he's supposedly the weakest hunter in like ever in history. So yeah, he not like that at all. So they're going throughout the dungeon, right? He gets healed up, patched up by his little ting. They're moving throughout the dungeon. They come across this door, right? Never been inside. They didn't even know it was there. So they come across this door, right? And the group leader's like, we'll take a vote. All in favor of going back, all in favor of going through, and then obviously more people are like, let's go and explore, because again, they're hunters, they need that moolah. So they're like, fuck it, we're going. They go into this dungeon. Turns out this is a double dungeon that they have just stumbled upon, and inside they not playing no games. It's a whole bunch of big ass like 11-foot statues, right? And there's a tablet on the side, like a little stone tablet that says, what's it called? Revere God, praise God, and prove your faith to God. So, first off, they get in, right? They standing up, they in awe and whatever of everything. Man, them statues start moving and start whacking people off, bruh. Stepping on niggas, slicing niggas in half. One dude, literally, he tried to run away. He got sliced in half. His head came off. Like, these statues are not playing with them. But our main character Wu, he through his years of almost dying, he's gained an experience. So he's like, yo, listen to the stone tablets, revere God, get your heads down, right? So they pass that test. Statue stopped moving. All right. Then it's praise God, right? So after that, the big John, there's a statue in the middle that's just sitting on the throne, right? The big John, it smiles. Everybody's like, what's going on? The statue smiles and is like, I'm finna kill y'all. It don't speak, but it just smiles. So it gets up and it starts lasering everybody, bruh. Stepping on niggas. I'm talking about in Attack on Titan, how the rumbling happened. Basically that. But the first episode. So it's stepping on people. People are dying, right? But again, it says praise God. So they got to make their way to these different statues that, have instruments. So they make their way. They pass the test, right? I'm obviously missing some elements because spoiler. So they make it to the statues. They pass the test. They pass that portion of the test. All right. Last one is prove your faith to God. All right. A circle of fire opens up. Right. Blue on the outside, red on the inside. So they make their way to the center. And then the door that they came in, that was once shut, opens up. Right? And so people start dipping, chopping. They like, I got a family to take care of. I can't do it, right? But again, it's prove your faith to God. So the statues are slowly making their way in, and people are trying to run out. But the more they run out, the faster the statues go. Because what you have to do is you have to actually look at these statues so they'll stop. Kind of like red light, green light. You gotta look at these statues so they can stop. But people are running out, and so you can't look at two places at once. These statues are now moving in. Gradually, they keep moving in. They keep moving in. People keep running. Right. Eventually, the only person left is our main man Wu, our E-class hunter Wu, our weakest hunter Wu is in the middle. Some shit happens, and I'm gonna leave it at that. You're gonna have to watch it yourself. But yeah, nah. Solo Leveling, I've read the manga. I'm so far in the manga, bruh. And I will say this, spoiler. I will say this. Solo Leveling, now that I've read the manga, Solo Leveling is basically the Greed Island version of Hunter x Hunter. So if you've seen Hunter x Hunter, right? It's Greed Island X Chimera Ant arc. So if you've seen Hunter x Hunter, you know the Greed Island portion arc of that show is basically them inside of a game, right? They've taken they're learning all of these different skills, but they're taking it inside of a game, and then some aspects of that game they can actually take into real life. It's basically if you took the Greed Island arc of Hunter x Hunter and said, we're going to flesh this out. Literally, that is all it's about. And it follows this, it's almost as if it follows the same plot line as Hunter x Hunter. Because you got the main character who has an absent father, right? Who is a hunter. The main character is following after said father's footsteps to become a hunter, right? They even have a like a loose leaf chimera ant arc, and it's always some ants. But they even have a loose leaf chimera ant arc in Solo Leveling, much like Hunter x Hunter, where there's a king that's being born and he's supposed to be the pinnacle of all things. Yeah, they even have one of those. So it closely resembles Hunter x Hunter, and like they say, there's no new idea under the sun. But yeah, it closely resembles. They have some parallels. They definitely have some parallels. But it's fun. It's a fun watch nonetheless. Even better read. I'm not gonna spoil it too much because some people are anime only. But if you're reading the manga of Solo Leveling, I'm almost caught up. But with that being said, we're moving on to our next sponsor, and our next sponsor for this episode is the random internet question. All right. So the random internet question for this episode is: do you often think about what will be the cause of your death? So I'm gonna go through some of these replies, but then I'm gonna answer it. All right. So first reply: both my parents died of cancer. Neither smoked. An uncle died of cancer. He didn't smoke. All 4 grandparents died of cancer. Only one smoked. Several aunts and uncles died of cancer. No smokers there. I have no doubts of how I will die. Fortunately, most of those were in their 80s. Oh, and no, I'm a scientist and work in cancer research and diagnostics for selfish reasons. Cancer is one of those things where it's like, it can be hereditary. It can also be environment induced. They say stress is one of the main causes of cancer, but lifestyle is, diet, a lot of things can contribute to cancer, and it's also one of those things that is just like, it just kind of happens. I don't think anybody in my family died of cancer. I could be wrong. I know my mom had cancer, like a malignant tumor in her brain. So I could be down that path, but who knows? Who really knows? Next. Sorry. Yeah, sometimes I always think it will be a car accident, but I really hope not. They said the reply said the worst part is surviving and being paralyzed. That's my nightmare. No, but I often think about how easily I could die instantaneously and wonder if I'd even know it happened. Yeah. I was born with aponia. Aponia? Apnea? That doesn't seem like. I'm gonna just go with aponia, and I'm gonna look it up later. Not obstructive, but would. Oh, apnea, nigga. Not obstructive, but would just stop breathing. I grew out of it for many years, but it came back in my 40s. I will probably just go to bed one night, stop breathing entirely, and not wake up. However, I have nearly gotten myself killed on many a time being stupid. I even had a dent in my skull. So every day I wake up is a bonus. Of course. Don't know which. Sleep apnea is one of those things. I've had only one, and I don't have sleep apnea, but I have had instances where I've stopped breathing. So one time I was having a dream. I don't remember the dream. Don't ask me. But I was having a dream, right? And I might have either been underwater or dreaming about being suffocated. One of those two. All I know is I was sleeping, right, and in my dream I couldn't breathe, but it felt like I couldn't breathe in, but I could damn sure breathe out. So it felt like kind of like you're exhaling just perpetually. So I'm exhaling in my dream on some not even necessarily waiting to exhale, but just exhaling. So I'm exhaling in my dream, and it won't stop. So it felt like I was kind of like suffocating, right? Exhaling, 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 exhaling. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? All of a sudden, I inhale, right? And it wakes me up. And I'm like, bro, I literally stopped breathing. I don't know why. I think I was in my dream, I was drowning. And my brain was like, oh, we gonna really drown then. But yeah, that's happened plenty of times where like I've either stopped breathing in my dreams that then and it then translates to real life, or something stupid, something dumb. Not very often, but only because I know the most likely way I'm going to die is if I get to old age. The same way everyone else in my family has died of old age, stroke. No, I'm not gonna read that. Heart attack in my 40s. Check in on me in 6 years. I think I'm gonna. I was talking to my brother, and I was like, if I'm gonna go out, two things. If I'm gonna go out, or when I'm gonna go out, because it's gonna happen eventually. Hopefully, not no time soon. But when I go out, I really want it to be like a savage. All right, I want it to be like that's a pretty cool way to go out. You know, death is not like, I'm not saying death is cool, but if I'm gonna go out like a G. Two, I'm pretty sure I want it to be instantaneous. I want it to be where 1 minute I'm here, the next minute I'm gone. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to suffer. And if it just so happens to be, old age, that gets me, I want it to be where like I have no pain go like leading up to my death. I don't want to be literally. I don't want to be on nobody's life support. I don't want to be on none of that. I think by the time if Lord willing, I make it to 80, 90, whatever the case may be, yeah, quite literally, I want it to be an instantaneous. He lived a good life. He was gone the next. He was gone. Not no craziness like, oh, he had a heart attack and this, like, none of that. Because even that kind of feels like it would be suffering, but just like instant, just gone. One of those things. I don't want to suffer. And I was telling my friends this, but when I go out, I want a Viking send off. Put my body or put my ashes in a boat. Take me out to sea. You feel me? Put me in a little boat. Take me out to sea. Light that joint on fire. I want a Viking send off. I do. Something about those just seems real. One, final, and two, cool. It's like every life supposedly comes from the sea, and so as far as evolution is concerned, life supposedly comes from the sea. So it's like you're returning me one to ash and then two back to the sea. So it's like, yeah, with a boat made from the earth. So everything just kind of seems, real cyclical in that sense. So yeah, Viking send off. But who knows who genuinely knows? Again, like I said, my mom had she didn't have cancer. I don't want to speak that on her. She had cancerous cells, and she had a tumor in her brain. She did have those things. So with that being said, shit, tumor, a brain tumor might be how I go out. Who really knows? Who really knows? Um, but hopefully, it's nothing. It's nothing that's gonna hinder my life. Like not expectancy, but like lifestyle. Hopefully not. Um, guarantee mine will be stupidity. Somebody said, yeah, no, no. A lot of people think that they're gonna go out on here. They think that they're gonna go out via suicide. And I just want to. There were moments where I knew that was how I was gonna go out. Where I knew it. There's been moments where I'm like, the way I go out now is I'm going to drive this car off this bridge, and I'm like, nobody would know except for the people who are involved behind me. Nobody would know. I'm gonna drive this car off this little overpass, and it's gonna kill me on impact, and I'm gone, and that's it. Suicide is not the answer. Suicide is not the answer, because then that kind of negates my whole thing of going out like a G. That's the other thing. If I off myself, I can't go out like a G, because in my head, if you off yourself, you're a coward. Not and not necessarily a coward, but like you took the path of least resistance. I like to attribute it to that. You took the path of least resistance. Suicide is not the answer. All right. And if you think that is your answer, please go. I say this all the time. Mental health is important. Go talk to someone. All right. You can hop on stream with me. You feel me? Twitch.tv/Roddy_J_Salter. Hop on stream with me. We just be chilling playing Power World. You feel me? Playing Power World, playing Escape from Backrooms, playing Lethal Company, playing whatever we can get our little grubby hands on. We just be chilling, listening to music and vibing out throughout the night. Come chill with me. We be watching anime. You feel me? Solo leveling. We be watching anime. Come chill with me. If you think suicide is your answer. And even if you don't think, if you just want to chill. But either way it goes, that is not the way. All right? There are prevention hotlines. There are resources. All right? You got family, friends, strangers, talk to somebody, dog. Get that shit off your chest. Because I promise you, you will be better for it. Life is already hard enough as it is. Don't let burdens be the reason to take you out. Either way it goes, on to our final sponsor. Our final sponsor for today's episode. Episode 49. Episode 49. I think. Is the first time for everything. So, as I mentioned beforehand, I've actually wrecked plenty of cars. Minor fender benders here and there. But the one major wreck I had, and my mom was probably better at telling this story because it was in her car. So I'm going to try to set the mood. So this was maybe like circa 2018, 17, about 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Because 7 years ago. Dang. And I'm just learning how to drive a car, right? So I'm in my mom's Honda Accord, newer, one of her babies. And we're learning how to drive. So I'm thinking I'm big britches, all right? She was like, you know what? We're going to go ahead and take a trip to Mississippi. And I was like, yo, Mom, you think I could drive, all the way up until maybe Dallas? And then, you can take over after that? She was like, yeah, you can go ahead and drive out of the state because we got to get out of Texas. So I was like, bet. So I'm driving right? I'm thinking I'm big balls, big britches. I'm thinking these little whatever, however, many sessions we done had of training. I'm like, I'm big britches. I'm big dick out here. I'm bleeping that. Um, and so I make it maybe all the way to, if you're not from Texas, you don't know where this is. And even sometimes you may not, if you're from a different part of Texas, you probably don't know where this is either way. But I make it all the way to Gerald, Texas. All right. Just outside of Temple and Hutto or Taylor. Make it out to Gerald, Texas. Not even an hour away from Austin. My mom's like, all right, cool. We need to take a little break. Let's pull over into this Flying J because there's a McDonald's and all that stuff. So let's, eat, refuel the car, get back on the road. I'm like, all right, I got you. Again, big britches. All right. So I'm like, bet we're going to pull over. I pull into the Flying J towards the gas station to go and refuel the car. All right. By the gas pump, there are these yellow pylons, all right, little columns that kind of block the car from the pump. I see these pylons, all right, but again, this is in the early stages. I still don't. Hindsight is 2020. I still don't really know what I'm doing. I still ain't really gauged distance. So I'll pull into the gas station, trying to park the car. I see these pylons. They see me see these pylons. The Mexican guy on the other side of the gas station sees me see these pylons. I turn left or right. I scrape the whole side of the nigga. From the passenger side to the driver's side. Or sorry, from the rear passenger side to the front driver portion, passenger portion. I scraped that entire, I sideswiped the fuck out of that damn thing. My mom is hysterical. Nigga, if you don't get the fuck off the pylon. She's cursing me out. She's screaming at the top of her lungs. She's gone absolute crazy. Ape shit. So, I'm obviously, look, she's screaming, I'm screaming, right? So, I'm like, I'm trying. Nigga, put this shit in reverse and try and take it off the, I'm still scraping the side of the shit. So, she's like, nigga, get out. So I get out the car, right? She takes it off, right? She eventually gets it off the thing. This, again, I said the Mexican man over there on the other side of the pump is watching this, right? She's screaming at me from, I'm outside, or I think she got out. She's screaming at me from outside the car. This Mexican man is watching all of this, looking at us like, y'all don't see this? Y'all don't see the yellow? Do you not see what's going on with your car? So eventually everything calms down, right? I'm like, I'm done driving, dog. I'm in the passenger seat. We wasn't too far from the house, so I was like, you know what you can do? You can drop me off. You take me back home. I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done with this whole trip. I done rode off this whole trip. Take me back. So she's like, nah, we're gonna finish out the trip. Everything calms down, right? I'm still in my feelings or whatnot. We get about 40 some odd minutes away. She starts busting out laughing. I'm in my feelings, so I'm like, what the hell is you laughing about in my head? I'm not about to say it to my mom. I'm not stupid. She like, nigga, did you see that Mexican guy? He was looking at me like, you don't see what's going on right now? He messing up your car. So yeah, hindsight is definitely 2020. But I be fucking up. Look, man, I fucked up her car. I messed up my car. I done messed up damn near every car that I've been in. All right? It's part of the process. Nothing man-made is going to last forever or not be dinged up. It's just how it goes. All right? And since cars are man-made, they're going to get dinged up. That's why we got insurance. That's why we got insurance. That's why we got insurance. That's why we got car parts. That's why we got all these different things. But anyways, we've hit the 40-minute mark. Thank you from our sponsors, and if you made it to the end of this episode, thank you for joining me for episode 49. We are 3 weeks away from the 1 year mark. All right, we ramping up. I know I say, oh, we're ramping up production. I've found the area that I'm going to remain at. All right, but we're ramping up production. And with that, more things are going to come on. We're gonna have more guests because now I got more space to add more guests. But we're gonna have more guests. All this is up and coming. But we are 3 episodes away from that 1 year mark. So we're gonna do a year in review. I'm excited for it. But if you made it to the end of this episode and you are about to hear the David Attenborough denouement, thank you. So with that being said, thank you for joining me for another episode of the Your Story Podcast with yours truly, Rodney J. Salter. This has been a treat. Has been a very, very special treat. All love on the Southern Front. If you are seeing this on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I'm uploading. Again, Mondays, 8:30 a.m. You know how time zones work. If you are listening to this on Spotify, make sure to leave a rating. 5 stars is preferable. Whatever you have to say it with tu corazón. I already know how it is. Like the channel, follow the channel, hit the bell as well. 8:30 a.m. You will get your episode. And with that being said, all love on the Southern Front. Brush your teeth, wash your butt, and enjoy your Monday. Peace. Happy birthday, Amar.